I've been the proud owner of a Discord server since March of this year, but much like running a YouTube channel, being the owner of a Discord server has come with its fair set of challenges. This video has been requested by one of my mods for a while now, and I think it's time it was finally addressed. Admittedly, I started my Discord server before I was ready. A fan suggested I make one for the channel, and it sounded like a good idea, but I didn't know the first thing about Discord or running a server, and to some extent, there are still things that I'm trying to learn today. But I started one anyways, and did my best to make it a place that had a little something for everyone. Things went pretty well in the beginning. The first day that I had the server up and running, the 5 people who would later become my first moderators had essentially formed their own little family in the voice chat, and they were eager for me to join them. Personally, I was anxious at first. What if I destroyed the little Discord family they had already created? What if I didn't fit in? What if they hated me? If I remember correctly, this was all before I started my Has-Been Hotel Theories series, so they most likely hadn't heard my voice yet, and I was very insecure with how I sounded. I sound like a 13-year-old boy, despite being 23. Initially, I just wanted to keep to myself and let them have a good time. Turns out, as usual, I was worried over nothing. We got along really well, and they're still some of my most trusted online friends today. They really helped me set up Raven Nation and helped me get things organized. I think it was Revy that suggested I appoint some moderators so I didn't have to do everything by myself, which is what I originally planned on doing. Thank goodness I listened to her, or things most likely would be more of a train wreck than they are now. And for a while, all was well and good with the world. That is, until the Sly Fox incident. For those who don't know, Sly Fox was the username of a notorious predator on Discord within the Has-Been Hotel fandom. I know a lot of my audience members are below the age of 18, and the fandom is a great place for people to make friends, and it seemed like that's exactly what Sly Fox would grab onto. My server had its own Sly Fox incident, where someone with the username Sly Fox came on with a bunch of friends and multiple accounts and basically raided my server. I tried being civil. I told this Sly Fox character that if he really wanted to stay on my server, he'd have to change his username bare minimum. And the only answer they could give me was, I can't. You can't. What do you mean, you can't? You're making multiple new accounts and choosing to go by this username. It's easy as fuck to change your name on Discord. And look, if this guy was being threatened by someone else, I still wouldn't have let it slide. I'm a YouTuber, not 911 for Christ's sakes. With all things considered, plus the fact that this guy was implying that he was the real Sly Fox and terrorizing my entire server, he got banned. And thus began the Blue Ravens moderators are all assholes saga, which led to approximately 4 or 5, maybe 6 people involved with the Sly Fox incident getting banned for harassing my moderators. I kid you not, this ordeal lasted for at least 2 weeks. First, we had the best buddy of Sly Fox, who tried telling us that we didn't even give him a chance to explain himself. I'm sorry, but tell me in what universe it is okay to take on the name of a known predator? I explained the seriousness of the situation to Sly Fox, and he still refused, so he got banned in order to keep the rest of the server safe. The friend started harassing my mods, particularly Lucifer, so he got banned as well. Next was the pretty please person who spammed my DMs non-stop until I agreed to unban Sly Fox's friend. Didn't matter how many times I said no, this person just kept on going. Banned. I'm not dealing with it. And then It was the toxic situation. Just as a disclaimer, I'm not talking about just one person with this one. I'm talking about two who took things up a level and didn't just harass my moderators, they harassed me. The insults they hurled at my moderators were the same ones they threw at me. The one that got me the most, though, was when one of them said that they hoped I would lose all of my subscribers. I think the reason this got to me so much was because it took me over 5 years to get to this point. The thought of waking up one morning and seeing my sub count go back to 200 was honestly terrifying. Unrealistic? Maybe, but terrifying nonetheless. Anyways, the toxic duo, banned, like immediately. And lastly, the final person that was involved with this situation didn't insult any of us, actually. No. What got him banned was he joined the server and immediately started asking to become a mod. Note, this does not happen to anyone under any circumstances, so my mods and I knew right away that something was up. It came out later on that this guy was trying to hack into other members' accounts to unban Sly Fox and everyone associated with him that got banned on my server. Guess what, buddy? Insta-banned! Like, you don't even get the time of day. There is no valid reason as to why you need to be scaring my members into thinking their accounts got hacked and start asking them for their emails and passwords in order to, quote-unquote, fix it. You are the hacker, mister. You are the hacker! And finally, after all of that, it was all over. The Sly Fox drama had finally come to an end, but it came with a lot of changes to the server. I kid you not, I had to rewrite my entire list of rules to the server because of these people. The punishments got harsher, access to the server became more restricted, and we had to keep an eye out for anyone else who might be in league with Sly Fox and his buddies. That's why I rarely post links to my server, and when I do, it's one that expires after a certain amount of time or has a limited number of uses. I don't want to overwhelm my moderators, especially if we're all still mentally and emotionally recovering from this kind of situation. The most recent situation to occur since then came from an entitled brat that also couldn't take no for an answer. Alright, listen. Since the Sly Fox drama, there have been plenty of people who have left my server, either by choice or they got banned, and they took their leave graciously. They understood what they did wrong, they understood that they had to face the repercussions, and they did so with their dignity intact. A few even DM'd me to personally apologize. Imagine that. This guy, though. This guy had it out for me and my mods. This whole thing started with a slight overreaction on my server that led to him being banned kind of unfairly. He came to me and explained what happened, I looked into it, and agreed that it was an unfair pass of judgment. So I did what very few have ever gotten from my server. He got unbanned, and I told him to reread the rules and be more respectful this time, and he agreed. Not 3 days later, I get another message from him that there was another situation where he got banned and asked to be let in. I looked into it, and he had broken several rules, from harassing my mods, mainly Serafina, Revy, and Lucifer, to joking about sensitive topics that should never be joked about. So this time, I refuse to let him back on. Now, allow me to make something transparently clear. I can't be everyone's friend, especially when it comes to being the owner of a Discord server. The same goes with my moderators. They are an extension of myself and therefore have to enforce the rules that I have set in place. They can't be everyone's friend either. This person that had been banned twice clearly didn't understand that, because upon being told that he couldn't be let back on and was permanently banned from my Discord, he started trying to raise hell in the comments on my YouTube videos and my community page. And I don't mean he did this once. No, he did this with every video I would upload and every post I would create. His comments would go a little something like this. Yeah, I like this, but Blue Raven is still a bitch. Bitch, asshole, you name it, I was probably called it. Now, this is behavior I would expect from someone who is like 13 or 15 years old that they can't get their way. This kid was 17, and when swearing at me didn't work, you know what he called me? A communist. Okay, listen, my family is German, at least on my mom's side, so I've heard it all. Nazi, child of Hitler, Hitler's your uncle. But to outright call me a communist just because you broke the rules to my Discord, harassed my moderators, and chose to throw a tantrum like a 2-year-old because you can't get what you wanted. If I'm a communist, you're Donald Trump to me, you whiny little brat. And he didn't just do this with my YouTube channel. Oh no, he subjected my friend Has Been Madness to the same thing because I collabed with him. Needless to say, he got blocked from my YouTube channel immediately after that. I apologized to Has Been Madness on my behalf, and here's something you can be proud of, you whiny little shit. To this day, you are the only person to ever be so terrible to me and the people that I know that I had to block you from my YouTube channel. And quickly, a shout out to my moderators, Lucifer, Serafina, Revi, Vox, Gaster, Rosie, and my head moderator, Engineer, for all they've had to put up with on the Discord server. They have been willing to sacrifice sleep and sanity to keep things running when I'm not on. And really, I can't thank them enough for it. In general, my Discord server can be a place for fans of this channel to mingle, share art, roleplay, and make friends. But if you really want to stay on the server, you are responsible for reading and following the rules. Don't be like the fantastic douche nozzles that we've had to ban in the past. If you wish to join my Discord server, keep an eye out for a link that I promise I'll start posting every Monday. Until then, that's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!
Okay.
What? Wait, what? Shut up, you smug.
You were flustering. That had stages to it.
I feel like my brain didn't my brain didn't process it at first, so I was like, wait, what? Okay. You're silent. That's not a good sign.
Okay. Tell me you got that, Gaster.
Yes.
Okay, Lucifer, your turn.
What?
Your turn to fluster Serafina.
He's preparing.
I left. You're flustered, and I left.
What?
Oh, Kaya. I did not try, like, at all, but okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't even have to try.
At first, it didn't get me because, you know, shut up, Raven. Your thing was cutting out so bad that you're lucky it even went through.
Mm.
Okay.
Just noticed I can
y'all just like appreciate the size of this quarter right here? Can y'all just like appreciate the size of this quarter?
It's the size of an ordinary. What?
Raven, you're an egg! What is this? This is the size of an ordinary quarter to you?
No! Unless you got really big bear paws.
This thing? This thing right here is the size of a normal quarter. Raven, where the heck do you come from?
I come from hell, where quarters are the size of dimes.
It's not a dime-sized quarter. This is literally a tip of your finger-sized quarter.
A dime-sized quarter.
Quarter? That is not a dime-sized quarter, you egg.
Because of the quarter.